Did you like Stasio's, though?
I did. Thank you.
Where is that? That's on Robinson and what, Bumpy?
Primrose.
I think it's off of Primrose. I think it's Robinson and... Well, it's on Robinson. It's delicious. You like it? It's a Brooklyn joint.
Yes. The sub.
It's not bad. We had to... Tell me... So anyways, let's talk about... We're rolling here.
We are?
Yeah, we're...
Good with me.
Tell me about your beta alpha male shit you were telling me in the car so we can get this out in the open.
Well, it wasn't an alpha beta thing. It was a sigma male.
Yeah, tell me about this.
I don't know how I came across it. I was watching, I was surfing YouTube, and I came across sigma.
Is this legit or one of these made up new things?
I kept researching it. No, it's real.
Okay.
So it says, what is a sigma male? What the fuck are you talking about, sigma? I never heard about it, right? I'm ignorant
Stigma
to that.
or sigma?
Sigma. Right?
Go.
So I started, hit play.
Go ahead. I want to hear the bullshit.
And I thought about you as soon as...
You trying to say I'm this or you are or we both are?
I think we both are to a certain point. But check this out. So,
all right.
We know the difference between the alpha and the beta male, right?
Yes.
Something like the wolves, you got the leader of the pack is the alpha. Everyone, the followers are... Hold
on, let me read this, so at least if someone's listening.
Go ahead, let's see.
A sigma male is a man within the socio-sexual hierarchy. Yeah. That's what happens when you get old. Who chooses to live in his life outside of the normal social dominance hierarchy structures of society. All right. Let's hear your pitch now.
So basically, an alpha male is the attention seeker, right? He's the one with the loud voice. He needs to lead. He needs to be the center of attraction, right?
Gotcha.
So the difference between that and a beta is that beta is a follower. He's just in the shade. He's doesn't want to be out of his comfort zone. But the sigma male is a combination of both. So he has the qualities of a alpha. Without seeking, like it says, authority or attention.
Gotcha.
So he's some of the traits, and I'll probably look it up here, pull it up. Ones that I do remember are a sigma male is a loner, like kind of a lone wolf.
Gotcha.
Right. So he enjoys being alone. He's an adventurer. He's flexible. He mixes within different social groups. So he could be with, in the corporate ladder. He could be with, the workers. He doesn't care who's who. He respects everyone equally.
Right.
But he doesn't want to be bothered.
What does knowing this do for any of us, though? Like, say we find out this is us.
I guess.
What does this do?
Well, I guess for some people, sometimes they don't know who they are, right?
Say we describe who we are, or we find who we are. So say this is us.
Right.
Now what?
Now we know.
Right. I know. A lot of times we're researching who we are. What?
Is this even useful?
That's what I'm saying. We find out all this shit about ourselves, and then what do we do with it? What are we talking about here?
It's
This sounds like us,
overload.
though.
Yeah.
It does.
So let me see.
I'm a much bigger big mouth than you are.
I'll read it through here real quick. So let me see.
Let me hear your thing now, because this is unbelievable.
So, like I said, they tend to be loners.
Okay.
They are flexible. They are themselves, regardless of who's watching. That's you right there, right?
Yeah.
You don't give a shit. They can lead without exerting authority. So they don't need.
Right.
So they lead not because they want to lead. They lead because they are good at what they do, I guess. And people see this and then want to follow, but not because they're seeking followers. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Maybe they're bad leaders, too. Just saying. There's a lot of people out there that are horrible.
Yeah, they might not be good at
leading. But they still think they're leaders or...
Well, I don't know.
You ever remember that famous saying, if you're going to lead people, you got to have somewhere to go?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear that? But anyways, go ahead. I got to keep going with this.
But that's the thing. The sigma male maybe knows himself well. There's one here that says they're good listeners. They are self-aware.
Okay.
They have rusty social skills, meaning they go into so in a social event. I would give this example maybe. An alpha male needs to go in and start, yelling and I'm here, right?
Right. I guess so. Yeah.
And a sigma male maybe is more, he entered the room.
Yeah.
Just because of his aura or just whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he's the type that probably just get a drink, go to the corner, and have a conversation one-on-one with different people, versus the alpha needs to be in the center of a circle and everyone paying attention to him. So that's probably where the rusty social skills comes in, I guess.
I guess it sounds like somebody who's very confident to a certain degree within himself, right? Maybe more self-aware as well to a certain degree.
And I think that's here. Let me see. They can fit into friend groups, but they do not rely on them. So he's self-sufficient.
Right, and they can adapt. The adaptability component is flexible. Very... flexibility, right.
They decide their future, so they know where they're going. Right? So
well,
what you said, the leader
not me,
with
then. Now we're out.
Well, that's a different topic.
Yeah, this is coming in and out.
You're a subcategory of a Sigma, maybe. But
this kind of sounds like if you're a Leo, you're a Pisces, or you're a Sagittarius. Like you read those things, you're like, yeah, this is a lot of me, and then you're like, well, maybe a lot of this isn't me.
All right, let me continue here. So they tend to have small but close social circles. They're self-sufficient. They aren't afraid to take risks. They aren't attention seekers. They have potential to be an alpha. And that's pretty much where this stops. And then it compares a Sigma male versus an alpha male, right? But it was just interesting that I come up across, and if you do search it on YouTube, you're going to find different people's numbering different amounts, like 7 traits of a Sigma male, 15 traits of, but if you do listen to them, and watch the videos, you might say, yes, this relates to me or not. But I found it interesting that there is a Sigma male. There's something in between the alpha and... Because I think everybody, all men, kind of put themselves, or I'm an alpha or not, right?
Yeah, Rio talks about that to me. Like, you're an alpha. I'm like, I don't feel like that necessarily.
You're probably more of a Sigma that looks like an alpha without... having to seek the attention. You're secure about
yourself. But I still like attention, though, which is quite, I like, that's obviously why we're doing a podcast or I do YouTube or whatever. I still like attention. But it's the way, the difference, I think, is I like getting attention the way I want to get it, not maybe the way I feel I have to get it, if that makes sense.
Maybe.
Like, does that make sense? Like, I don't have to walk in a room, like we said, I don't need to get attention that way, but maybe I do need attention on a social media platform. So don't call me. You know that. Nobody calls me.
Yeah.
And I don't call anybody for the most part. I don't want attention of that sort or text it or like that. I want attention from a distance.
Right.
If that kind of makes sense, which is I've always found quite interesting about myself.
I guess every human wants to have some sort of attention, right? So
it's what always made me laugh with these type of names. Why don't they have names for people that are like kind of fucked up? Like you're a jagoff, just saying, because you do that. Here's what you are. You're a big mouth. You lie to everybody. You're a chain smoker. You're a drunk. You're I
think those names do exist.
Right. No, right. I know what I'm saying. Yeah. Nobody will. It's always kind of like all these words, even again, back to birthdays.
So listen, let's make a video with traits.
Yeah, I always said there, exactly, or whatever it is. I'm just using that word, but it could be a stupid name like you're a barbushki. That means you smoke too many cigars, you're broke, and you like cappuccinos. I'm just saying they always have these names where you're like, you're this. You're positive. You have good energy. You're this. No, you're this. You're a liar. You're a manipulator. You bullshit everybody. You can't afford your car payment, and you've been renting an apartment for 30 years. I don't know. Anyways, that's my theory. No one ever had these.
It's a good theory. Okay, no.
It's not a bad theory. Am I wrong? Because when you hear, like, say, Leo, I'm just saying what my thing, being born in August, you're egotistical. You're the lion. You need attention, all these different types of things, right? I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a lot of, that covers a lot of people, not just the Leo. I'm just saying you love the sun, I think, or whatever that bullshit is. Anyways, all right, we're on 10 minutes here. That's what we're going to be doing.
All right, well.
So we learned nothing from one another today.
Yeah, that was it.
Let me see here. We're at 9 minutes and 28 seconds. You got anything else to say?
I'm done.
All right, that's all I got. I'm sick of my intro and my outro. That's why you didn't hear it. That's it. All right, take care, everyone.